I will. I knew Peter in 76, I think. I think I was like 16, 17. I was dating his best friend from junior high and high school, Mac Lahr. And sort of dating Mac was like getting Pete as part of the package. They were inseparable, and Pete was always there. And I just remember, being in my mom's kitchen with my brother. I had a brother named Peter too. And Peter and I, my brother, would be sitting there just like looking at each other and laughing as Peter Haskell like hangs on our refrigerator door with his finger in every peanut butter jar, in the mayonnaise, in the cheese. And we're having these great conversations, but he's just in the, grazing the whole time. That's what I remember. And I remember us like piling into somebody's bomber car, I don't even remember who, to head up to New York City to see the Bill Moriarty or Tom DeVinci and the Moronics at like Club Mud or CBGB's. It was like our crazy thing to do as kids, to go to New York on the weekends. And then there was a time when they just came out with the Insta-Teller. It was the first one in Maryland where you could get cash out. And I remember in the middle of the night getting like all I had in my bank account, $200 out. We took my mom's car, and Mac and I drove to Wisconsin to meet my sister on the Mississippi River for a while to camp, and then go spend some time on another sister at a farm up in Wisconsin. I think we'd been on the farm. It was like in the middle of nowhere. It was near Lake Superior, little tiny rural road. I mean, there were no addresses. And we hadn't been there like 2 days. I think Peter had been in Texas. He shows up just walking down the driveway. And we were like on our like romantic trip, the two of us together. Peter! But it was great. We had like blast fun. I should go get the picture. I think I forgot to bring it up, but it's Peter.
I saw that picture, Gina.
Peter and Mac, they're holding big vegetables in coats. Yeah. It was October in Wisconsin, and we hadn't brought coats. I think they had to borrow coats from my sister's husband, and we were up there, and we were milking cows and birthing pigs and painting my sister's kitchen. And it was lots of fun. And then I went back to Baltimore, and then I ended up moving out to San Francisco. And I think within months of me moving out, Peter moved out. And so we were in each other's lives for a long time. And he was sort of like my big brother in San Francisco. Again, I'll echo what Amanda was saying. He was like the most, as crazy and wild and as much fun as we had, he was always like this incredible gentleman. And we had already made this pact, like, okay, I dated your best friend. There's no way that you and I are ever going to do anything. And so we would party together, and we would crash at whoever's house was closest that we could stumble home to. And he's the reason I met my husband, who I'm still here with today, because in, I think, the fall of 1978, he took me to a party at the A-Hole Gallery. And I know I was so drunk that I saw this guy, and my heart went pitter-patter, and then I went downstairs and threw up on something. It's like, what's going on? Peter and I stumbled home. I remember walking through the streets of San Francisco like at 3 in the morning, and our big thing was to see who could throw each other into what big pile of garbage first, like who could get who into the garbage. And so that's what we would do in the mean streets at night. And he was just so much fun. We had so much fun together. And I ran into him again here at the Holy Land through Ralph Eaton, our friend, and reconnected with him in LA that way. But I haven't seen him in years. But I miss him for a long time. I miss that guy.